What's up, y'all? It's Hannah. Finding love when you live with bipolar disorder. For those of you who don't know, I am a super romantic. In fact, I collect vintage love letters, which is really, really cool, and I just love love. Love is not supposed to be complicated in many ways, but when you live with bipolar disorder, there's a lot of elements that go into it. One major thing that I know from my experience living with bipolar 2 is this idea that you always have to overcompensate because you live with bipolar disorder. When it comes to trust, we always keep people at a distance because living with bipolar disorder and someone that you're in love with being aware of this, whether they're great people or they would never do this or not, you're still handing over something like your weapons to somebody else, hoping that if something goes wrong, if you break up, if anything occurs, they're not going to use that against you, which can be very damaging. And I've talked about my previous relationship where this happened in a past video, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check that out. The look of misunderstanding when you try to explain those emotions, when you try to explain what you're going through and what your life is like with bipolar disorder, the look that you can get like, what? I don't understand, from someone you're in love with really hits the soul, and it really makes us feel insecure in any type of relationship. When you're falling in love, there's always that fear. But when you live with bipolar disorder, there's just all these other elements that make you very anxious and very nervous. For one, you really fall hard and your emotions are a bit more extreme. So that fear of being rejected, especially due to you having a mental illness, is horrifying. When you live with a mood disorder like bipolar, there are going to be times when you're really low or really high. And someone you're romantically involved with, because you don't know if they understand and it's so difficult to explain, are they going to be there when I fall? Are they going to leave me? Are they going to reject me? And it's always this constant fear that exists. I know it. I've been there. And I want to hear your thoughts and your comments. What is it like for you when you fall in love and you live with bipolar disorder? So please share those below, and I will see you next week. Bye.